Hey everybody. My voice is still a little gone from the weekend, like I said in the walkthrough video, but bear with me. Last week of September shares, it is a B week for bi-weekly shares, and we're going to pack them right here. So everything's really still going strong. We're seeing some fading in things like cucumbers. We might have one more harvest, I think. Squash, we'll have a few more in October. We had a surprise this week with broccoli actually regrowing from stalks that we cut, I think it was 2 months ago. So you guys have a little broccoli. And we're still getting some things from Midnight Sun Farms because they have it and we don't. And that's wonderful. So let's go through. We got squash. You guys got a zucchini. You got some summer squash. Cucumbers. What do we have next? Okay, so tomatillos this week. You got tomatillos. You've got your hot peppers. I'm holding the jalapenos here right now. You've also got hatch and poblano. But with these tomatillos and the cilantro and the jalapenos, I'm going to give you a recipe right here. I don't know if I'll have time to show everybody. It's salsa verde. Take all the tomatillos and get the wrap off, the skin off. Don't peel them, but get the what is
husk.
The husk off. Thank you. And put them in a bowl and cut the tops off the jalapenos. Don't de-seed them or anything. Just cut the tops off and put them in a bowl. I don't have onions right now that are ready, but get yourself a big white onion and 1 or 2 garlic cloves, depending on how much you like garlic. Chop up the onion. Just put the cloves completely dehusked, or whatever that's called, in the bowl. And once you've got the onions cut up in the bowl, the jalapenos in the bowl, the tomatillos in the bowl, you want to pour olive oil over enough so that when you mix them up, they're all coated. And then put them on a pan. Pause. Go back in time. Before you're doing all this, turn on the oven. I do it at 400 for 20 minutes, but you gotta watch it. Because what we're doing is we're putting the pan of all the vegetables you did in the oven, and we want everything to not cook, but roast. So you're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch for the tomatillos to kind of crack open a little bit. You're gonna either see the garlic really start to brown and break down, and the onions and jalapenos get soft. So sometime between 15 and 20 minutes usually is when I pull them out. When I pull them out, the whole tray, I put them in our blender, our
Ninja.
The Ninja thing that you push the button and it just destroys everything. Put them all in there and blend it all up. Puree everything. Puree everything. If it's not thick enough for you, then you can't do anything. But if it's too thick, you can put a little olive oil in there to smooth it out. But it shouldn't be too thick. After that's all done, take as much cilantro as you want, chop it up, mix it in there, and then sprinkle a little salt on it. It's great warm like that, or let it sit with a lid on it or something so the bugs don't get into it. Put it in the fridge when it's cooled down enough to refrigerate it, and it's great cold as well. This is going to sit in your fridge for the week and be awesome. Right, Marcy?
Yes, sir.
So that's your recipe. Like I said, onions, jalapenos, tomatillos, garlic, covered in olive oil, in the oven at 400 for 15 to 20 minutes. Take them out, puree, chop in some cilantro and a little bit of salt, and there you go. It's wonderful. So there's your recipe for this week. But yes, tomatillos. We'll have these, I think, for a few weeks now.
Alternatively, hold on. If you're not a salsa fan, the tomatillos are really good in chili soups and stews. They give it a little bit of sweetness. You just chop them up and throw them in there. That's all I wanted to add.
They get sweeter if you roast them. You can boil them too, but roasting makes the sweetness come out more. If you're just going to chop them up and throw them in a chili or something, it's just going to be like throwing in a slightly ripened tomato. Not going to give you much flavor. The other thing I was going to say, as far as the cilantro, there's a good amount here. In fact, we haven't even been able to get through our bunches that we're putting in shares. What do you do with it? Well, don't keep it in your fridge. You'll see, come here. You'll see here that Becky has cut them off at the base. This is the whole plant. When you get these, cut them here and put them in a vase. And only pull out what you need when you're cooking, and they will last for, well, we're on 2 weeks now, aren't we?
Yeah.
At least 2 weeks of stuff. And some of it might go bad. Pull it out and put it in your compost. But these things will last in a vase forever. You don't need to refrigerate. You just need to cut the bottoms off and let them rehydrate. So there's your cilantro. Okay, we went over hot peppers. You got jalapenos, you got a couple poblanos, and you got a Big Jim Hatch. Okay, so what else do we got? We got the cilantro from Becky at Midnight Sun. She also picked us some cherry tomatoes here. They're wonderful, so there you go. I might have cherry tomatoes from us over the next few weeks. The ones that looked horrible actually are recovering and looking absolutely wonderful, but we got to have enough, so we'll check next week. Sweet peppers. So our yellows are really starting to turn now. You've either got a yellow bell pepper or red bell pepper, and then you've got the really sweet Carmens again, 3 of them. Absolutely wonderful. Like I said, we got broccoli this week out of nowhere. I'm hoping to get another one next week. They're smaller heads. They're weird looking heads because that's what happens when broccoli reflowers. And then finally in the boxes, we've got the kale because, as I say every week, kale. All right, so what else do we got? Well, your tomatoes. Tomatoes look like we're going to be picking for another month. The colored heirlooms outside are starting to slow down, but we've also got a whole hoop house tunnel where there are red ones growing like crazy. So no worries, we're probably going to have tomatoes in shares through October. So you got marmalades, you got Oma orange, Cherokee purple. You can see they're smaller. That means that the season is starting to wind down. You got a couple green zebras. Looks like there's a mix of Rutgers and Galahads for your reds, and then a mortgage lifter to round it off. That's the shares for this week. What else do we got? We are, this weekend, the last weekend of September, we are at Huntley Market on Saturday, like usual. We also have a market in Poplar Grove on Sunday that goes from 9 to 2. Next weekend, we have the market at Huntley, same time. The boys will be there. We won't because we have to be at other things. It's also homecoming weekend. And then on Sunday is the Boone County Farm Stroll from noon till 6, I believe, where you can go through several farms throughout the county. There's an alpaca farm. There's an herb farm. There might be a vineyard on it this year. I can't remember. There's a wool farm. There's several vegetable farms. There's a dairy farm. I think there might be, I want to say there's a cheese producer here too. But there's a bunch of farms in Boone County. It's a small county. It doesn't take that long to get through. So think about coming out on the 5th?
Yes.
The 5th for the Boone County Farm Stroll. Now, on top of all of this, our sunflower field, the second one in acre 2, is full flower and open. It looks better than the first acre. It's all sunflowers. It's unbelievable. It is filled with bumblebees and honeybees and butterflies, and in the afternoon, early evening, the monarchs are all over these things. So today is Thursday. Thursday and Friday, we're going to have that open from 4 till 7. 7 because it just gets dark, guys. Saturday, we're going to open it when we get home from market, so 3 to 7. Sunday, we're going to go from noon to 7 and work out a balance between the market in town and being here at the farm, so a longer period there. Then again, Monday through Friday, it's back open from 4 to 7. Maybe we'll drift a little earlier depending on how we feel. And then next Saturday,
October 4th,
we will have it open. I don't know the hours yet because
we got to figure that out.
we got homecoming, we got roller derby tournament, we've got market. So we'll let everybody know, but the day after that, the 5th, we'll be open the whole day for the FarmrTrogg. What else can you do on the farm here? You can go through the sunflower field. You can go through the prairie. So, I didn't talk about it. It's $5 a piece for sunflower walk. It's if you want to go through the prairie, it's another $5. That's a supervised walk. We have piglet snuggles for $3. Right, Marcy?
Yes.
Okay. And then, of course, it's $1 a sunflower. We also have all our vegetables on the stand, all of our plants, Marcy's herbal plants, and she's cutting zinnias and other flowers in the field for bouquets all week long as well. So lots of stuff here. That's it.
Yep.
I'll see everybody hopefully sometime over the next couple weeks. Shareholders, make it an effort. It's worth your time, and we'll get to visit. Because we can't do a whole day. We have so much going on over the next 5 weekends. Oh my goodness. Okay, so anyway, hopefully we'll see everybody. Sunflower field, markets, all that. And if we don't see you and you're at the market next week, say hi to the boys. Talk to you later. Bye.